Hi, this is Charles with a review of Song of Drums and Tomahawks by Ganesha Games. Um, Very easy to play, cheap rule set, skirmish rules. You can play with a low number of units. I think if you get about 10 units for each side, you'll have enough to play the game. They have lots of other rule sets available, including Shakos, Napoleonics, Civil War, superheroes, all kinds of fun stuff. But it's basically man-to-man combat. The rule system is very easy to understand. I wish it had a better player aid and better charts as far as units and things like that go, but there's not too many units, so it's pretty easy to build your own armies. There's a player aid in the back of the book, and it talks about the different things that can happen in the game. And I've got a demo game that a guy and I played today. It was our first game, so be merciful. But please feel free to add any comments that you see as far as rules that we missed. As we got deeper into the game, we realized some mistakes that we made. But the combat system is pretty easy. You pick a unit to activate, and you decide whether you want to roll 1, 2, or 3 dice. And depending on the successes or failures of that, it decides what you can do. So if you have 2 or 3 failures, it's automatic turnover. So for each successful activation, you can have an action. And we wrote out our troops here. And if you look at the way that it's built out, the point value for Rangers was 44 points, times 4 Rangers is 176 points. Their quality is a 4, so that meant whenever I activate them and I want to pass something, I have to roll a 4 or better in order to activate them. And their combat value is a 2. Special traits are musket, woodsman, marksman, tomahawk, and those are in the book, and those are the additional things that you can do with them. The British Lion Infantry has a point cost of 26 per man. Their quality is a 4+, combat value of 2. The traits are the musket. So you can see the British NCO has a point cost of 79. He's a quality of 3+ to activate. And he can also enhance the units within long of him. His traits are leader, strong, primitive weapon, and a musket. His point value is 79. The frontiersman, this is the American side, point value 48, quality 4+ to activate, combat value of 2, rifle, woodsman, marksman, tomahawk, and you can kind of see how this goes here. So that's how the point values are built out. I have a player aid from Drums and Shako, which is a very similar system, but there were some differences. We'll go back to the book here for this. So looking at how a turn works, you basically activate every unit, try to activate every unit, and if you ever fail 2 of your tests, it's automatically turned over for you. So let's say the quality of my unit here is a 4+, and I've got a man here and I want to activate him. That would be 2 successes because I've got 4+, and he could do 2 actions. If I rolled one pass and 1 fail, he would still get to do 1 action instead of 2. If I rolled 2 failures, it's automatic end of the turn, and all of my other units cannot be activated. That's the end of the turn. So it kind of gives you a pressure like, do I want to go for 3 actions with this unit? Do I want to go with 2 actions with this unit? Or do I want to do the safe thing and do 1? And as you can see in the rules here, you roll 1, 2, or 3 dice. Each dice that beats or equals the figure's quality rating entitles the figure to perform 1 action. So if you get 3 successes, you'll get 3 actions. 2 or 3 failures, though, means your turn is automatically over. So the more dice you roll, the more likely you are to have a failure. Then you go through the list of things that you can do with actions. You can move, you can shoot, you can aim with a ranged weapon using 2 actions. So if you're shooting at somebody and you have 2 actions, you can't fire twice in a row, but you can use a +1 with an aim shot. So that would take both of your actions. You can do hand-to-hand combat, which is 1. A powerful blow with hand-to-hand combat is 2 actions. And to reload a firearm is 2 actions in the same turn. To disengage is 1. To stand up after being knocked down is 1 action to stand up. To scalp a wounded enemy is one action. Mount or dismount from a horse, one action. Climb a tree or a ladder, one action. And pick up a dropped weapon is another action. So the modifiers for shooting: if the shooter is mounted and performed movement during the prior action, he takes a -1. If the target is prone, knocked down, or at a greater distance than long one, it's -1. -1 if target is in light cover, such as trees, bushes, fences. -2 for heavy cover. And an aim shot gives -1 to the opponent's score. So melee has some modifiers here too. Some missiles and weapons range charts, so we can talk about the weapon, the range, how far away the target is. And a musket gets a +2 at range 1, +1 at range 2, and 0 at range 3. The rifle gets +2, +2, and +1. The pistol, +1, 0, and -1. Bow, tomahawk, matchlock, and blunderbuss. So the game is very easy to understand, and what you're going to see in the next video is basically how the activation works. This book has some really nice flavor text in it. At first, you got a nice table of contents, which can help you find everything that you need. And you can see there's a lot of different actions in this game that aren't in normal games. The scalping is there, picking up things, breaking down doors. Let's see. Disengaging from the melee, morale. So there's a lot of fun. And then there's also nationality rules, how to set up a scenario. But in the game that we did today, it was very simple, pretty much a straight-on attack each other and hide from each other behind a fort. Really was no flavor to the scenario that we did. But the book, now it does have some nice history on Native Americans and the French Indian War. And I really enjoyed this. So you've got a tribe map with all the Indians and where they're located in the United States. Timeline major conflicts of the period. Scales, command and control. This is where the game actually starts and talks about the different tasks and actions that you can do. Movement, how movement works. Movement restricted. You can actually carry a wounded comrade. You can go up and down stairs. You can go up and down a ladder. You can move ladders, pick up ladders. It seems like it would be fun to do kinds of like a fort siege with ladders during the attack. There's also rules on being on a ladder, and if somebody attacks you while you're on the ladder, there's a minus modifier to that. How to move the cover. So I hate to spend too much time talking about all this, but it is a good system. And no matter what you're interested in, it seems like there is a way to play this. I'm very interested in playing this with Viking games. We have some Saga that we play, and getting ready to learn Lion Rampart too. But here's how the traits are built out for the troops. How many points they cost, what their quality rating is, their combat rating, and their special traits for them specifically. There's the British. Last of the Mohicans characters, and historical characters can also play in the game. I think there's heroes in here too, but I really haven't looked at that too much. So for $14, you can pick this up, I think, on Amazon as a download or a hardback. And you could download the PDF directly from Ganasha Games' website. And you can have multiple downloads. I think if you buy a game from them, you can download it 5 to 10 times. I can't remember. But it's a good rule system, and I hope you enjoy the next play. Again, this is just our first game, and we really didn't know the rules too well, but we kind of got through it, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye.